Everybody, and welcome to another video on the channel. Today's lap guide is on the new lap time challenge on Gran Turismo, and that is at Laguna Seca in the new Corvette VGT concept car. So you can see this car it's really fast. You can see more than 2,000 brake horsepower, really fast on the acceleration and top speed, and quite tricky to maintain, especially at a track as technical as Laguna Seca. But yeah, let's I'll take you through the lap guide and just give you some pointers on how to get cold for this time trial. So you can see at the moment, gold world record is 104.438, um, and then at the moment we have a 106.371. That's the target time for gold. To be honest, I don't see that going under 106, maybe another 10th or two. I think Killian's like one of the fastest drivers on the game, so yeah, I think a low 106, I think a point 2, point 1 hopefully should keep you safe to get cold. So yeah, let's take you through the lap guide. Okay, starting off the first corner. So you want to make sure that you basically stay as wide as possible as you turn into the corner. Some pointers on the score. The higher gears are definitely your friend. You want to exit in third gear more than second. You'll shift down to second first for rotation, but third, fourth gear, that's definitely going to be your friend, as you'll see. So yeah, let's start lapping. I'll show you guys what I mean. So staying very wide and opening up the corner. You can see I'm in fourth gear. Even in fourth gear, you can see I got some wheel spin. So yeah, all the way up to 270. So very tricky. So come to the first corner. You'll see just with the curb ends around the four, this number 4 brake marker. And so that's your first brake marker. So you're gonna downshift like very quickly. It's gonna just help it to slow down the car a bit more, and then you're gonna wanna stay tight to the first corner. As I'll show you now, you wanna stay like not go too wide, and you're just gonna roll for like a little bit because you don't wanna. This thing is very tricky. Like once you go back on acceleration, it just the weight of the car goes to the front, and it just kind of um, drags you a bit wide, or like it'll, yeah, you'll see the car will understeer a bit more than what you'd like. So you really need to make sure you're getting in the turn in it before you go fully on the accelerator. Otherwise, it can just take you a bit wide. So you can see here at the moment I'm coasting for a bit, and then almost like as make the corner, then you're gonna go to accelerator. For the next one, basically at the 3 meter mark around here with the just before the curb starts, you're gonna just like stay on the half brakes. Just want to make sure you get that turn in. As you can see there, just half brake and short shift the third to go up. And then for the next one, you're gonna go up to the second brake marker. Once again, this one's another tricky one. Um, you'll notice the curb there on the right. If I can see my marker, there's a bit of a sausage curb here that you want to try to avoid. You can almost aim for that curb, and just like the understeer of the car will kind of take you out. So you're gonna make sure you want to be as close to that curve as possible, as you can see here, and then up to fourth gear and go all the way up here. Next one, I normally use the shadow here as a brake marker, but I actually brake a bit before. So you're braking a lot earlier than you would in most cars. Like most cars, you brake after the 3, maybe in between the middle, between the 3 and the 2 marker there. You need to brake very early because of the horsepower in this car is so much. So I'll brake quite early before that shadow there. You want to turn as much as you can in short shift up to third gear and use the whole of the track. Over here, you want to brake on the 3 meter mark. So I just had a short, it's a quick brake and downshift to fourth gear. And once again, it's all about avoiding the sausage curb and staying on within track limit. So the first one is to avoid that curb there because otherwise it'll just wash out wide. And then the next part of the corner is to make sure that you do not touch the sand here. If you touch the sand, I believe it's the sand, that's an instant invalidation, and yeah, it's really annoying. Like you can get it the speed there, but as soon as you touch it, like it just invalidates. So really, just make sure that you don't go wider than what I've done there. All the way up now to the famous corkscrew. So once again, braking very early. So I'm using this white line here as a brake marker. I normally brake, I try to brake on it, but if you feel like you're overshooting, brake just a little before this. Um, because yeah, this is one corner you do not want to overshoot, otherwise you lose a lot of time. So staying wide, short shift down all the first gear, so all over up that curb, and then try to straight line it as much as possible. For this one, you just either giving a slight brake, depending on what angle you take the corkscrew. You can either give a slight brake, like you can see I'm giving a little bit of a brake there, or you can just stay off the accelerator and roll the car. You just need to be very patient here, all the way up to this curb, almost until you get to the curb before you go on accelerator. And then here I'm braking as the curb here on the left basically starts. So you're staying out wide. I go into second momentarily, and then short shift up to third. Slight moment there, but managed to get at the speed nicely. And then over here, you're braking very early once again. I'm braking before the 3 meter mark. I think I'm basically braking as the first red lines of the curb starts here, because it's so easy to overshoot this if you brake late, and then you just have a whole lap ruin. So you rather try and brake a bit early and just trail brake it in. So you see on the brakes down to first gear, you want to try to open up it as much as you can. Make sure you're shifting to at least third gear. And keep it straight as possible as you accelerate. You can see the slight twitch here, but manage to keep it nice in check. And yeah, that's a lap on Laguna Seca. I'll just let you take you through a full lap of this. Very quick lap. It's very tricky, but yeah, you just need to get all those little things together, and you'll see that's where the lap time comes. So you can see the starting lap in fourth gear, and you can see it's still even giving some wheel spin, so you need to manage that. So coming all the way up here, first brake marker there, you see hard on the brakes down the first gear. You're gonna short shift into third as you're rolling a bit. Try to straighten up much as you can. Half brake here for this corner. So up to third gear. The second brake marker, that's your brake marker. It's another half brake, and then up to fourth. Keep it all the way right here. Is the shadow, just before the shadow, you're gonna brake, keep it tight here. And then try to go early on the accelerator, really try to go as early as you can there. You see the 3 meter mark. Short shift down to fourth, all the way up. You see the white line that you're going to brake, keep it wide. All the way down to first, try to straight line as much as you can. You notice I'm in third. And then you just take a small brake, be patient, and as soon as you can go in the accelerator for the second mark. Shifting up to third. And as the red line starts here on the curve, so you're braking, go to first, open up again as much as you can, and once again short shift into third to help with the wheel spin, and then yeah, that's a lap for Laguna Seca. Once again, as I said, very very tricky lap, easy to invalidate, easy to go out wide, go too early on the accelerator, and just takes you out wide. Or you can get the wheel spin very easy, like in the low gear. So just be patient on throttle. Make sure you're getting your turn in as much as you can. This is quite a difficult one, I think, this week to get gold. So yeah, hopefully with these tips it will help you get gold this week. Currently I'm 92nd in the world and 4th in South Africa. So a decent lap, definitely a lot more time in this one. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that one as it is. So yeah, hopefully the tips in this video helps you guys get gold. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Any feedback's always appreciated. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, bye.